morning, everybody. Welcome to the show, and if you're new to the channel, this is the morning show where we... What do we do here? This show was designed to give you and I a chance to communicate on a little different level than when I make my regular videos. Most of the time I hit the record button and just talk about whatever's on my mind. So today I have kind of a cool story to tell you. It was also a bummer at the same time, but it did have a good outcome. First thing this morning, I woke up at my girlfriend's house. I was preparing things to come home, and I had a message from one of my friends who told me that the College Bowl in Canton, now that is the abandoned bowling alley that I filmed not too long ago, but I couldn't get inside. And he told me that the College Bowl was having a sale on all of their fixtures and pins and balls and this and that and shoes and whatever, anything bowling related. Naturally, I wanted to get in there. So I packed up my stuff, hit the road, head out there, and I thought this is my awesome chance to get in there and film that place a little bit, get a few shots of the lanes and just, you know, everything inside the bowling alley instead of just having the outside of the bowling alley. It's always better if you can get inside. So I drove straight from my girlfriend's house all the way over to the bowling alley. I went inside. I filmed a little bit before I went in there to kind of tell what I was doing, because it originally was not going to be part of this morning show. It was just going to be a separate video, a little separate exploration video. So I did an intro, then I turned on my camera, I walked through the doors.
Hi.
Hello, how are you doing?
Hi. What are we interested in? It's all bowling stuff.
I don't know yet.
Well, we just have to guide.
And the ladies that were in there immediately asked me what kind of stuff I was looking for. So I shut off the camera, I started talking to them, and I basically said, well, I'm looking for some things to hang on my office, a little bit of memorabilia from this bowling alley because I used to come in here periodically to bowl. So she showed me all around, showed me all the stuff they had for sale, and they had some awesome stuff in there. They had these enormous banners, and they were vintage. They were from like the 80s at the latest. They said the College Bowl on them. They had like, you know, the typical beer ads on there, but College Bowl was in like neon green or something. They were awesome, but they wanted $50 a piece for them, and they were enormous banners. They would have never fit in my office here at all. So I got a couple of other things, and I'm going to show you those in just a minute, but I got to finish telling you the story here first, because I screwed up. Like I said, the lady that I was talking to, super, super nice, really nice lady. So after I picked a few things out and I bought them, I said to her, now, I'm also a YouTuber. I go around and I document like retail buildings and abandoned buildings and any kind of things that are changing over from one business to another. And I said a little while back I filmed outside here, but I've always wanted to get inside to film the lanes and everything. And before I could even finish talking, she says, YouTube away. Anything you want to do, go for it. And I'm like, sweet, this is cool. She gave me like an all-access pass to the whole place. I mean, I had free roam. I could film anything I wanted to. And I said, thank you, I appreciate it, this is awesome. And then I screwed it up. I said, she had mentioned earlier about the men working on the lanes, because they were tearing up the lanes. They were tearing out the gutters and just everything. The lanes and the gutters and everything up front, everything on the back. Tearing it all up. Taking out the TVs and the monitors and everything. But way up in the front, at the end of the lanes, were these big pieces of art that glow in the dark. You know, usually these bowling alleys have like a glow bowl. And so that was the kind of stuff that would glow when you turn out the lights. So I knew she was concerned about me being out on the lanes. You know, she had mentioned it earlier about how dangerous it was out there. So if you're interested in anything out there, then yes, you can go out there, but otherwise just stay up here and look at these other things. So instead of just turning around, saying thank you, I appreciate it, and starting my filming adventure, I said something to the effect of, I'll stay out of their way and I'll be real careful when I go up the lanes. You know, I want to get a couple pictures up here in the front of these glowing art things, and that planted the idea in her head that there could be danger, that there could be injury, and that there could be lawsuits. Now, she didn't say that, but I knew by the way that I said it and the way that she reacted that instantly she thought, wait a minute, I didn't even think about that. So she says, wait, let me ask my husband. Her husband is one of the guys working on the lanes, so she goes down there to him, and I'm standing there right beside him, and he starts saying, I don't know, man, you better call the owner. Now, at this point, I don't know what the owner has anything to do with because they are in here basically running the liquidation sale. But, you know, she calls the owner, and I just thought, it's over. I blew my chance. And sure enough, after she talked to him, she came back in and said, no, he doesn't want anything to do with it. You know, I'm sorry, but I can't let you film anything in here. So I had to respect it, but I was so disappointed. I wanted to film that stuff so bad, and I had it all in my hands. And I blew it. So, anyway, it was a huge letdown, but you gotta respect them when they say that stuff. That's why you ask permission, and I can't blame her. She was only trying to do the right thing, so, but that's the way it went. And it did end up good, though. I got a few things to put on the wall in my office here to build a little shrine. So let me show you what those are. The first thing I got is the pin. Now, I looked all over through, I don't know, 50, 60 of these pins at least, maybe even 100, to see if there were any that had the College Bowl logo on it, and I didn't see any, even though she said that there might be some in there. This does have the AMF logo there, and the USB-C thing on the back here. So, I mean, I like this side right here, so that's the side that's going to be displayed. But I'll have to build like a little shelf to put it on up on the wall. Hanging around the bottom of that and hanging down underneath it is going to be the bowling shoes. Now, these are size 12. These are the size that I wear. So there is a chance that at some point in time, I wore these shoes while bowling in that alley. Now, you instantly think how gross that I would buy shoes that a billion people have worn. But to be completely honest with you, I mean, they don't stink, they're not in horrible shape, they're not torn up. They have a couple of little splits back here in the back, but that's what happens. So, and it's not like I'm gonna be licking them or anything. So those are gonna be hanging up there. And the last thing I got, I thought this was really awesome. This is a 1985 member, Bowling Proprietors Association of America. This is to certify that the College Bowl member number 5443 is eligible and duly qualified member of the Bowling Proprietors Association of America. Look at this, 1985. I'm gonna leave the original glass in there even though it is cracked all the way down. That is awesome. And I'm also gonna print out a picture that I took of the College Bowl. I really would like to get back there when they're taking down the letters from the side of it, because those are some enormous letters, and I would love to get a picture of like the letters stacked up or being taken down, or even myself with the letters in the picture too. And then I will put that picture up right along with that stuff, kind of like I have back here with my my Kmart light. I have some pictures from when I explored over there. But that's really cool, and that's the kind of stuff that I like to collect. I don't like to just go around to these stores that I've never been to and really don't have any kind of a connection to and collect stuff from there. You know, that's just not, it doesn't really have all that much meaning to me. It's cool because, yes, when I go explore somewhere, it always feels like, oh, this is cool, I ought to take a, you know, some memorabilia, some kind of a souvenir. But it just means so much more to me if I have a personal connection. And being that I have bowled at that alley before several times, I thought it was really cool to get the things I did. And I really do like the shoes. I think that's a perfect touch. I'm going to tie the strings together and then, you know, hang it around the, whatever you call this thing, the pin here. So that's what I got from the College Bowl, and that made the whole thing worth it. I did have to pay $20 for all that stuff together, but I'm very happy to have it. It'll make a nice addition to my office here, and again, it's something that is personal to me. It's a place that I used to frequent. So guys, that was the adventure today. Now I will tell you this, I contacted the people who are going to be taking over that building. It's the same people who were running the sale. It's going to become an antique furniture shop. The people who are running the sale and who are going to be taking over also own another antique shop in a nearby town. And so I sent them a message and I said, hey, once the place is gutted out and it's basically your decision then, would you consider letting me come in there and film then? Just the empty building, you know? Because I can say, hey, lanes used to be up here, the balls used to be back here, the chairs were here in the shape of a U, and here's the monitors, and you know, things like that. And then I also offered to make her like a promo video for the new antique shop once it is open. Kind of like what I did with Ben Franklin, where I just go in and kind of just explore the place on my own and show some of their products, put some music in there, you know, and just have a good time. So I haven't heard back from them yet, but we'll see what they have to say about that. It would be really cool to be able to get in there and do that. And they really were nice people, so it wouldn't surprise me if they say yes. And then, you know, if they say no, that's okay too. You just always have to respect the decision of people when you're doing things like this. A lot of people don't understand what goes on YouTube. You know, when they think of YouTube, they think of like Logan Paul and all the absolutely, totally crazy things that happen. They don't really understand that there are people out there who are making legitimate, good quality videos. So anyways, I'm going to let you guys go here. I keep rambling on. I need to get back to doing my taxes. I'm not done yet. Taxes suck. Wherever you guys are waking up, whatever time it is, make the best of your day. Do something for somebody else, pay it forward, and let's make this world a better place. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.